Crouch. Bind. Set.
Guinea quickly then for Foley. And there's a try for Scotland. Well, it should have been. He couldn't go on with it, but now Seymour. Foley's kick has been charged down, and it's a gift for the Scots. Tommy Seymour with his 5th try in a row, 5 internationals in a row, his 4th in the World Cup 2015. It came from a charge down from Finn Russell on Foley. They reacted quickly. A wonderful tackle here by Will Guinea. But there it is, the pop off the ground by Finn Russell, the pace from Tommy Seymour, the dive in the corner, and what a time to score for Scotland. What a roar that made that here inside Twickenham.
And Scotland now equaling their highest ever score against the Wallabies. Bit of snow. This to put his side in the lead, but no joy. So Australia clinging by a point. 25 plays 24, 20 minutes to go. It's going to come down to the finishers.
There's a quick heel from the scrum, wasn't it? And Foley just took too long. The chip was too flat. Finn Russell reacted first. A lovely piece of play off the ground under pressure. I got too excited. I thought that put Scotland ahead. The conversion would have, but the conversion was missed. There's 1 point in it.
Well, it's the first kick that Scotland has missed, and David Denton, a brilliant game he's had. Solid tackle though by Simmons. The Wallabies clinging. And what is a cliffhanger here at Twickenham?
More!
The Scots looking for their first victory here in 32 years. The Wallabies have never lost a World Cup game here. Laidlaw supports. Went backwards. That's Fraser. Brown, the hooker.
Use it!
20 to go. Polliter now warming up, the Australian hooker. Curtly Bill. They're up quickly. Curtly sees a gap. Popped it to Vardy. And Giddo. A lot of Scottish jerseys out here. Cowan is there.
Scottish defence has found his shape. After that kick, another big hit coming in as well from Gordon Reid.
Great defence. Beale getting involved. Kurandrani. Foley. Ashley Cooper. He raked it back. There's Hooper. Scotland hold on. Curtly Beale then to Giddo. Here is Douglas and Fardy. In ball. Chance for Maitland. Then he kicks it into touch. The ball only had to go to hand there for an Australian try.
Well, what attack from Australia and what defence from Scotland. A wonderful, wonderful game. Let's have another look at this tackle from Hogg. His left shoulder low and hard on Ashley Cooper. And even after that, there was another opportunity for Australia on the other side of the field.
In his 100th international, the Australian skipper departs to Tapu Polota now. On for the last 20 minutes, so the entire Australian front row replaced.
Well, that last passage of play, there was great attack, great defence. We've got everything here at Twickenham.
Fardy got it. The driving maul has served Australia so well. Hooper in control at the back.
Use it once, going sideways.
Scotland have defended well. Here's Guinea. Bounce important for Maitland. They can have a quick throw, but he decides against it.
That's Scotland's throw.
But Sean Lamont in his 101st international. Giddo standing in the hooking position. Australia pinch it. Polota now gets the crumbs. Back to Holmes. Now it's McCalman, the workhorse. Kurandrani right in front of the goalpost now for Australia. Hooper.
Backwards.
Fardy.
Onside, yeah.
Polota now looking for that canvas on the post. Kurandrani. Can they stop him? He got it. He did it to the
the Springboks, and he's done it here to Scotland. Kurandrani crosses for the 5th Australian try. He had to work hard for it. A wonderful finish. He stretched through the tackle of John Hardy. He uses all of his 6'5" frame. It came from the stolen line out. Rob Simmons getting up in front of David Denton. Pelota now reacting first, and here's the stretch. Hardy, Laidlaw with a tackle, 6'5" frame. Kurandrani reaches the line.
Well, they'll be cheering at the Leiline Memorial School in Suva. That's where he was a boarder, the school that produced Waisali Serevi and also the Fijian captain, Akapusi Ungira.
And he still had the reach just to make the line for the Australians' 5th try. This game's just going from back and forward. Great entertainment.
Again, this is a crucial kick for Foley because it would put Australia out beyond the converted try margin. Struck it well. And Australia has it by 8. Tabita Kurandrani gives the Wallabies a settler.
Australia won. There's the dummy from Kurandrani. And the stretch, full length, just makes the line.
He used his 16 stones and 6'4" frame there to huge advantage. And Dean Mumm, who was sin bin last week by Craig Schubert, out for the closing stage. Yes.
Hey. Scotland falling behind now. They've come from behind so often in this game. Fraser Brown has to hit his man here, launch another attack.
Richie Gray.
Use it once.
It's poetic that time. John Hardy has it at the back.
Line speed from the Australian defence coming up.
Tackler,
Pushing
roll
Peter
away.
Horn inside.
Number 16, roll away.
It's against Pelota now. So nice work again there by Peter Horn. And Finn Russell's going for touch.
Pelota now not rolling away. He was a tackler, but a good kick by Finn Russell. Pushes in the corner and Scotland make another change. And there's Josh Strauss coming on for Blair Cowan, we think. And also Tim Swinson on for Johnny Gray.
18 tackles by Johnny Gray. What a contribution by him. Razor Brown. Denton was there. Dean Mumm had his hands around Denton there. He's got to be very careful about handling an opposition player in the air. I think that's Hardy there. Australia with some gaps as Strauss towers towards the goal line. Back with Laidlaw. Scotland looking ominous here. Trying to hold him up.
Yep.
They're going through the centre through Strauss. Meters out from the goal line. They're all in a bunch here, Scotland. Denton. Laidlaw. Oh, it went backwards. His hold. He's still dangerous. Dean Mumm looking for the steal.
No advantage, roll away. Tackler, roll away.
It was a long advantage, Gordon. As a direct approach from Scotland only brings a penalty, and Greg Laidlaw decides to go for goal. 12 minutes to go. It's the right decision in my opinion.
Was that the call from Vern Cotter?
Well, it looked like it, but I think Greg Laidlaw knows his way around the rugby field. He knows. Pretty sure he'll chip this over, and for me, with 12 minutes to go, it's the right decision. Matt Bennett had to go at the line. He was held up here, somehow managed to get the ball back. I think Strauss ripped it from him and gained another 2-3 yards, but not a lot of space for Scotland to attack.
So the margin then back to 5 points. 5 penalty goals to Greg Laidlaw. Also 1 conversion, a personal tally of 17 points. Just over 10 to go. Anyone's match. These two sides fighting for that last semi-final position in Rugby World Cup 2015. Australia have a head in front, but Scotland have shown their passion and their belief in this game. Reid taken to ground, still inside the quarter. Finn Russell goes high. Ashley Cooper regathered. Good recovery there from the Australians. Genia. He lost a head. Now Hogg can counter. And he does it for territory. And it's an outstanding kick, but no! Just out on the full.
No advantage lost forward.
That's a backbreaker.
I think we're going to come back for the knock-on. I think sure Hogg was fortunate there. There was acres of space in behind from the turnover, just out on the full. That must be almost a metre in it.
Nick Phipps coming on for Will Genia.
Richie Vernon replacing Peter Horn. As you see the rain falling here as well at Twickenham.
9 minutes remaining.
Crouch.
Defending here at first receiver.
Bind.
Foley goes to the right wing.
Set.
I think we'll see a kick here. There's the rain and it begins to fall.
Stand up, please. Stand up.
The scrum.
Yes.
All that rain, just to remind the Australians of Newcastle in 2012, when Greg Laidlaw kicked the winning penalty for Scotland to scrape home by a point.
You get the psyche of the Scottish mentality because the crowd are up on their feet roaring because it's raining. They believe that's an advantage for Scotland.
Bind.
But
Set.
I don't know if it's an advantage or not. You would rather be ahead when the rain comes down in a game.
Crouch.
Heavy rain.
Bind.
6.5
Set.
to go. Well, some boring in there by the loose heads
Ball is out.
for Scotland. Clearly there on the spider cam. Slippery ball. Beal underneath. Safe as houses.
Yeah.
Slipper.
Oh! No! Bennett! Mark Bennett has stolen it! And is that the winning play for Scotland? Well, Mark Bennett reads the pass. I think it's Slipper. The first receiver. It's a long pass from Genia. Mark Bennett read it from out to in. Sprints clear. Third try in Rugby World Cup. And scores beneath the posts. There he is, his Slipper. The double pump, the read from Mark Bennett, and no one's going to stop him. Under the sticks, the conversion to come. Wow.
Scotland have scored 2 tries in this game, and they've both been Christmas presents from the Wallabies. Conversion then to put Scotland in the lead with just under 6 to go. The crowd confirm it. Torrential rain. Shades of Newcastle in 2012. Will it be the same result?
The light on Sean Maitland and Mark Bennett's face. The game's not over.
The Australians come through with Hooper and also Fardy. And they've ruled knock on.
Lost 4 goals.
Gee.
Yeah, that's again so much pressure coming at kick-off time, but I think it just drifted forward, not on the knock-on, but just knocked forward to Fardy. Vern Cotter's still putting messages on.
Wallabies facing a short exit.
Let's have good hearts, please.
Scottish fans delirious.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
There's a great Australian scrum.
Scrum up.
It's gone straight up
Scrum
though.
up. Again blue.
Nothing going Australia's way. And look at Stuart Hogg getting involved. There are 7 Glasgow Warriors players on the bench here today. And remember, the Glasgow Warriors won the Pro 12 in brilliant fashion under Gregor Townsend. The man alongside me, Chris Pattis, was in the Scottish side against Australia in Brisbane. So was Gregor Townsend.
Set.
Australia pushing early. 3.5 to go.
Slipper that time. The free kick against for an early engagement. Just going early. They got away with it earlier on, the Australians. Not a lot in that at all, but Scotland have taken it and they've cleared.
Kurtley Beale. It's a raking kick by Beale, looking for the far touch. Stuart Hogg is back there. A good chase there from the Wallabies as well. Back to Gidder, the experienced man. Australia looking dangerous through Phipps. He does a water slide.
The conditions helping Scotland there. And here's the kick from Stuart Hogg. He was complaining about being hit late. There's nothing in that for me. Drew Mitchell can't pull out with that. Nothing in that at all. This is a crucial throw and a crucial line out for Fraser Brown.
2 minutes remaining. Oh, no!
In front.
The referee has ruled
In front.
a penalty infringement. The man in front off a Scottish hand, and Australia now has a kick to hit the front.
Throw just slightly too high. Denton got a hand to it, and then here it's knocked forward from Hardy and grabbed it by John Welsh. It's almost impossible. Instinct doesn't allow you to pull out when everything's happening. It'd be good to see that in real time, to see how little time John Welsh has. A harsh call, but it's a call that's been made. Here we are in real time. Ball comes forward from Strauss.
It did appear to come off the shoulder there.
Did it come off the shoulder of
the
Strauss?
Scottish player.
John Welsh couldn't get his hands away in time, but the pressure now falls on Foley.
Australia's fate in this World Cup is now on the right boot of this man. This for a semi-final spot. The Iceman does it. Heartbreak for Scotland. There is still one last gasp though for the men in blue. Seconds remaining. Last 30 seconds. Scotland's point of view, they have to get this kick-off back, but well done Bernard Foley under pressure. He'd missed kicks earlier on. He nailed that one. Taken by Kurandrani. Australia now can't afford to concede a penalty.
Use it!
Referee watching closely. 10 seconds to go. Australia just have to run the clock down here. They'll kick it into touch. And Australia's through to the semi-final. There was plenty of controversy in the game, but that was the great escape. Devastation for Vern Scotter and the Scottish team.
Well, so often, so many times, Scotland come so close. Another one there. You can't take it away from that man, Bernard Foley, regardless of the decision. He had to step up after missing 3 or 4 attempts earlier on and knock over the crucial penalty. Well done to Scotland. An incredible decision, an incredible game as the rain teams down at Twickenham. But ultimately, Australia progress and they'll face Argentina.